Okay, I believe we are live. Yes, we are. Oh, here we are. Just gotta let people know. Yo, it says I'm live. Why is it not letting me? Hang on. Some technical difficulties. I don't know. It's so hard doing this with one monitor. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Now, as you can see, we have the Power Rangers Morpher tier list. Now, I personally decided... Wait, let's go this way. That the way I'm going to be doing this tier list is very, very simple. There we go. As you can see here, I'm going to be judging them based off really the design, the morphing call, and how easy it is to transport them. And no, I'm not doing any of that teleportation crap like Ninja Steel did, where they just teleport the morphers into their hand. That is kind of stupid. And that's kind of defeats the purpose of having the morpher when you can literally just teleport them into your hand. But first, I mean, come on, and since you got first 5 tiers here, I gotta go with, we'll start with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. How did I move this up? Oh, yes, right. Sorry, I mean, it's pretty much OG now. As much as I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care for Mighty Morphin, especially since all they do is basically just keep thrusting Mighty Morphin to, like, everything. I mean, they went for the most seasons, with the most episodes. They went for 3 seasons, about 120-something episodes. They had to, every anniversary crossover, they've used them, which, I mean, they are the OGs, but even in the comics, they're like the main team. I do believe they are doing like some other teams in the comics. I haven't read them though. But aside from that, I mean, they are the OGs, so what were you expecting? That's why Batman, Superman, Spider-Man have like the most movies for comic books. But I'm just saying, like, do like some, other teams. I mean, think about, like, even the 2017 live movie. My Morphin's the one that got 2 movies and a special with the 1990s Mighty Power Rangers the movie. Then they got the 2017 remake, which bombed, mainly due to the amount of changes they did. And they got the once and always special. But, I mean, aside from that, I mean, it's a belt buckle. You can literally just disguise it as a belt buckle for your belt. So you can literally just pull it out and say, Tyrannosaurus Rex, or Mastodon, or Saber-Tooth Tiger, or Triceratops, or Pterodactyl. Which makes it a lot more, I guess you can say, better. It's easy to carry with you. It really hides in your belt. And even though it's I'm gonna give it like 5 stars. I gotta move it up here. Mainly because it's easy. You have the power coin that stays in it. You don't have to like grab a key or anything. And it's the OG, so I mean, I gotta give it to that. And I don't have the Dragon Zord Morpher on here, but so I decided to put in the Tommy's Master Morpher from the Tommy Oliver episode Dimensions in Danger. Which, I mean, this thing is overpowered, basically. Like, in an instant, he can change to the Green Dragon Ranger, the White Tiger Ranger, the Red Zeo Ranger, and the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. I'm not sure if he can do Turbo Ranger. I think they cut that from the episode, though, but I think he can. I'm not 100% sure because that is the only power he did transfer to someone else. So I think that's why he doesn't really, like, activate it. There we go, that's a lot easier. But other than that, I mean, it's Tommy Oliver. I mean, he's the most famous Ranger. I gotta give that 5 stars. Which we'll have to go start. And next up, we have... Now, I don't even know why this is on here. But we have the Alien Ranger power coins. And let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know why, but this was in the Morpher section. That's not what I want. The actual Morpher's category. Dude, I know it's here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the Aquatar Power Coins. It's in the Morpher. They don't even... I literally watched the first 2 episodes of Alien Rangers yesterday purely for this tier list to see if they do it. They don't even use them to morph. They literally just go Black Aquatar Ranger Power, Blue Aquatar Ranger Power, Red Aquatar Ranger Power, White Aquatar Ranger Power, and Yellow Aquatar Ranger Power. That's literally it. The only time they use these power coins, is to summon those Zords. That's literally the only reason they use them. They're easy to carry, but like I said, they don't use them. Which is also funny that I also find funny, like, how come this is considered to be season 3.5? That's supposed to just be part of, like, the last 10 episodes of season 3 or something, and not, like, season 4? Because it has a brand new team, the Alien Rangers, and, like, Cosmic Spirit only had 10 episodes, and they consider it to be a whole brand new season. But I guess this is just to bridge the gap between Zeo. So, I'm giving the power coins 1 star. Kind of lame. I mean, they're the similar power coins to the Power Morphers, but, like I said, the whole thing I like about Power Rangers, or now this is a Tokusatsu Henshin Heroes genre. I just learned what that is. That's what makes this so, unique and cool. Is those. It's the Morphers. Next, but yeah, Alien Rangers, I mean, the Aquatar, like, I'm about to not just gonna talk about Morphers, probably talk about the seasons, because I have seen at least 1 episode of each Power Ranger season. I don't remember all of them because I didn't really like the Neil Saban era, anything after RPM, except I did like Dino Charge. But I do know how most of them works. Now, these are the Xeonizers. And same with the Ninja Steel Morphers. They literally just appear on the list whenever they need to morph. Like, why do they need to do that then? Why don't they just do what the Alien Rangers did? So, I'm going to basically imagine they were on the list 24/7. Now, they're pretty cute. I mean, you literally just go, Zeo Ranger 5, Red! Which begs the question, I always thought that was weird. Why is Zero Ranger 5 the Red Ranger and Zero Ranger 1 is the Pink Ranger? I mean, because in Power Rangers or Super Sentai, Red Ranger is always the leader, so wouldn't you think it would be number 1? Which is very, very weird. I don't know, I just thought that was weird. But, I mean, imagine if you, like, off or something, you know, like if the Morpher's here and the other part's here, you're just off like that. But it's a lot easier to line up than as opposed to the key, which we'll be getting into later. Actually, Now, I don't know about you, but I've always wanted to get something, because, I don't know, I just like going like that to lock them. And they're all cool. The morphing collars, well, usually say Zero Ranger 5, red, and whatever. I don't want to give them all 5s. Then again, see that thing? I'm trying to balance out this kill list for some strange reason. We'll give this 5. Just because they're also pretty easy to, like, conceal, you know, because they're, like, wrist-mounted devices. And, oh, okay. Next we have the dreaded Turbo Morpher. Now, for Power Rangers Turbo, it is considered to be a pretty bad season. I don't know, mainly just because people didn't like Justin. Which is funny, because, if you guys don't know, Justin was never supposed to be in Power Rangers. Walkie was always supposed to be the Blue Ranger. But during a contract dispute, they wrote him out of the show, and that's why he had the accident in the movie. And I don't know about you, but how often do you actually insert the key correctly the first time when you're trying to, like, open a door or something? Because with the Turbo Morpher, they always manage to get one try. They always go like this. You know, they make like a dozen different movements to get it into. They don't even look. They just go like this. And then they lock it in without even looking where they're moving to. So I'm going to give it... I also got to talk about the accessory. The key that they have to always have on them. And as you saw in the Turbo movie, Justin almost missed the opportunity to get out of, like, the triangle or wherever they were stuck. I haven't seen the movie in, like, years, so I don't remember. I want to say it was, like, the Bermuda Triangle or something like it. Where he dropped the key, and then he had to, on the ship, and then he had to search through all the bells and everything until he found it. So, I mean... And the morphing call is literally just Mountain Blast, Shift into Turbo, Mountain Blaster, Shift into Turbo, Doomstar, or whatever the name of the call was. What came after Turbo Rangers? Let me look. Oh yeah, I've got In Space came up next. Next we got the Digitizer, and well is the Astral Morpher. That's OPM, that's Overdrive, Astral Morpher. Yeah, I know it's... Okay, here we go. Now the Astral Morpher. Wristband device is simple and it's silly just... Let's walk it! 3, 3, 5. Morphing complete. Now, I mean, it's like the 335. Now, I don't know, does this say if the keypads do anything different? Because, as I said, I don't even remember the In Space. I only remember watching the finale. And what's funny is, like, the Psycho Rangers, I only knew who they were because of Lost Galaxy. Yeah, what is it like? Oh yeah, the Interbond, of course. I thought it was like a Jax or something. Here we go. The Ember Core enabled him to morph into the Space Ranger 259, summons Galaxy Glider 761, Mega Ship, link up with Deca. Okay, so each of the buttons does do something. They'll notch it up for 3. I mean, I'm gonna give this 4 stars just because the morphing process wasn't that cool. I'm also gonna take into the morphing sequence as well. And Mega, I mean, it's a simple phone. People think it's, it's just like a really weird phone. And it's got like the Digimorpho. I don't want to show any clips of it because I don't know if I'm going to copyright, because, YouTube's all about copyright for some reason. Yeah, so here's this 2580 Mega. I actually did watch all Power Rangers, like a morphing compilation to refresh my memory. Silver Cycle, activate the Silver Ranger scanner, alerts the Silver Ranger, plays the TV-sized version of the title song from... You mean to tell me that it has a whole ass song it plays? Like it's fucking Spotify? Yeah, we'll kind of link this with the... It's basically the exact same thing as the Astro Morpher, just it's a phone. And you press different buttons. Now, after that... I think next year what I'm going to try doing is try watching all 1005 episodes plus the specials in the movies of Power Rangers. I have a serious problem because I just started watching The Good Wife, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I think I even started watching Daredevil, the Netflix show. And I'm still watching Lost and Wednesday Season 2. And Nathan Fillon's The Wookiee. I'm watching like 6 shows at once. I should probably finish one of them or something. And they're all like 7 seasons long too. Except for Wednesday, it's like 8 episodes. Okay, now for Lost Galaxy, this is one of my favorite seasons, so I may be biased, but honestly, the Morpher is nice with watching, but for some strange reason, let me put on my my Wind Ninja Morpher. For some strange reason, you literally just go Galactic, and then push this like part where there's no buttons or anything. Is it like a touch screen or something? There you go. But then in Lightspeed Rescue, they actually go Galactic, and then they tone it and it matches up with the color. So I really don't know why they changed it after the season, but that's why they have like the shapes and everything. Like, let me go back to this. Yeah, that's why they have the shapes, but this then you tone it. And why is it like it's just called the Transmorpher? Like, you got Xeonizer's Turbo. I don't know why I'm hating on the name. I'm surprised they don't call it the Galactic Morpher. Yeah, like, let's dive into this Morpher real quick. Yeah, like, you just press this, like, zigzag button, the Charlie Brown, area. And, like, the power, like, literally just created the Morpher from the souls. The Quasar Sables, I can't remember what they're called. But, yeah, like, you got the L's here. They didn't do that for the Lost Galaxy. They did that for Lightspeed Rescue. So, because of that, bias aside, I'm giving it literally... I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Well, I do like how they go And then they do that for the morphing sequence. What came after that? Oh, what's the, okay, we got the Magna Morpher, or whatever it is called. Wait, is it not? It's on the. Oh, that's right. It's super weird. Like it's on the extra Ranger or heels. The Magna Defender Morpher. That's literally just what it's called. Now, in the original Super Sentai, I've only watched completely TU Rangers, the 1 of 12 Rangers, and the Dino Charge version, but I'm like 11 episodes. I really need to finish that. And I watched like one episode of Gojujo, the 50th anniversary. But in the Super Sentai version, the Magna Defender uses the whole sword. And this one it changes the Morpher like the Quasar Sables. And imagine like doing it where you have to pull it out and then you have to go Magna Power. Morphers. Really not like that one. So, yeah, the whole thing was just Magna Power, right? That doesn't tell me. Dude, what if I just type in morphing calls? They have the Wind Morpher morphing call. I don't know why they don't have the Magna Defender morphing call. But I think it's literally just Magna Power. Now, like, imagine fighting, like, when they were fighting the Psycho Rangers, they were easily able to go Galactic, but they were stopped before they could do it. But if you're with the Magna Defender and you're battling like a threat like the Psycho Rangers, you gotta be like, give me a second while I do this. Pull it out and then go, Magna, you got like a whole extra step in now. Two stars. I'm gonna put it above this, even though it's kind of like the Turbo, except it's a wrist-mounted device. Yo, stay on here. Alright, Lost Galaxy, then we went to Lightspeed Rescue because of the crossover. And I do like crossovers. Let me just point this out. Empowering, well, like, you know, like the Elvers, first few crossovers were good, like Christ on Earth X, the Supergirl and Flash team up, the Captain Boomerang, Arrow and Flash episode. But the crossovers are kind of like mid, like, because they're so cheap, they have to borrow footage from the Super Sentai, and they only have the rights to the TV show, and most crossovers happen in the movies. This kind of like lame. To the 10th Power and Forever Water probably like two of the most popular. But that aside, let's have the Lightspeed Rescue Morphers. Lightspeed Rescue! And then the shield comes out, which I really like. And it's a nice, sleek design. Like, you can easily hide this under a jacket or something if you had to keep your identity secret. What are do they actually say what the buttons do? I don't know what the button, if, you know, like, if these buttons actually did some of the SE thing. But I mean, come on. I'm gonna give this 5 stars. I gotta put in 1 star for now. I mean, Lightspeed Rescue, I actually just finished watching that entire season like a few weeks ago. Now we got one of the coolest Rangers, and sucks that Power Rangers are so cheap that they had to basically kick him off the show for a few episodes because they had no Super Sentai footage. We have the Titanium Ranger, Ryan Mitchell. Titanium Power! What is wrong with this? Now, I don't have the actual list because it didn't come with it because I bought off of eBay. That's the one thing that sucks is that if you go to Amazon, you can't find any of the original Morphers. You can only order like $100. But for Titanium Ranger, it's sleek, it looks cool, it's got that V for the helmet, and so it's just Titanium power! First, the shielding. It's quick, easy to access, it's not clunky, it looks cool, and Ryan Mitchell is one of the coolest 6th Rangers. Alrighty. Dude, I don't know why, but I gotta check. Oh, that's right. Time Force. Time Force! I don't know if you guys can see that. The Chrono Morpher. Let me pull this up. Now, this was considered to be one of the better seasons. Like, yeah, you just press that red button and your DNA sequence with it. The DNA strand looks pretty darn cool. And it's very sleek, it's very simple, you can easily hide it. Man, Time Force was pretty cool. I gotta watch that. I've been this thing in 5 stars. Just for a nice and sleek design. I mean, this literally looks like future technology. Now, 6th Ranger, we have the Quantum Morpher. I need to see if it actually does the bunk, because I wasn't about to watch. I came up with this idea like 3 days ago, so I didn't really have time to watch every single episode of Power Rangers. I know he has the box, and then he literally just goes, Quantum Power! And then holds his fists up, it changes into a red glove, and then he basically becomes the Quantum Ranger. Now, it does not say what the other buttons do. Oh yeah, I've got huge. See, Power Rangers needs to do more crossovers. Like, they haven't. They can't stop doing crossovers. I mean, that's like the best part of Power Rangers. It's seeing the different teams interact. Little West, both Lex. Yeah, it's 31st technology century. I mean, it's pretty cool, and Eric was one of the better Rangers. And it was the first Power Rangers team to have 2 Red Rangers. I think my headphones just like shut off. Yeah, so I don't need these on anymore. I don't know why I put them in. There's no audio. I think I was just like used to it. Now I feel weird with the headphones off. But is this the first Super Sentai team to have 2 Red Rangers? I know the 12 Ranger team, Kyu Rangers, had 2 with the Horyu Soldier and Lucky. But yeah, I just gotta give this 5 stars as well. Almost like that on my tier list. Which I think is pretty decent. I have so many cool Morphers here. I'm known for the 3 Rangers. What came after Time Force? That's right, Wild Force came out because it was the 10th season. Now, it's the first one to really have well, the second one to have phones. Where it's just literally like, World Access! I'm using my Wii remote. World Access! You don't even like face it, you just go. Do they face it? I don't remember how that went. Now I know this one had like the most Zord. There was like 22 and like 100 planned. Now, I mean, it's a simple phone. I mean, with these phones, I mean, it's like the most easily disguised Morpher. and it's wild access, and it's cool that the Morpher forms into a human and then breaks apart, showing the Rangers. I don't know why I said characters. And for the Lunar Wolf, that's not Lunar Wolf. Here we go. It was a wrist mounted thing, so it's kind of like extra steps. Like you really have to take it off. You know, it's sort of like here, and then you have to take it off and then say open and then say wild access. Now I think this one was also wild access, correct? The Lunar Call is what it's called. Yeah, so it's also wild access. So I don't know why they just didn't give him the same kind of phone. 4 stars, mainly because it's a Gual phone but with extra steps. And they don't even give him a cool 6th morphing, because most of the 6 Morph Rangers have different ones. That's why the White Dino Rangers on here. They have different morphing calls, you know, like Magnum Power. The Digitizer is the same one. Oh, I completely forgot about the Gold Zeo Ranger. I completely forgot about the Golden Power Staff. Oops. Jason's Morpho. This thing is literally just, it's morphing time! Gold Ranger Power! Oh, his hands just become covered in light. Like, he doesn't use the staff or anything. And imagine carrying this around and having to hold it up and say, Gold Ranger Power! You know, because what's the point of having a Morpho if it's just like, you know, if it just teleports or whatever. We gotta give this 1 star. That's literally just that you just go, Gold Ranger Power! Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, I keep saying I don't need to make this 3 hours. We have, that's right, Ninja Storm came, wow, Jungle Fever was after Operation Overdrive. Why do I think Jungle Fever came before Ninja Storm? But I've got, Ninja Storm is when they moved to New Zealand, so that's why the Wild Force Rangers didn't return. But I mean, come on. You know what I'm giving the Wind Ninja Morphers. It's my favorite season, though, my favorite team. You literally just go, Ninja Form! Ninja Form! Ranger Form! No, my bad. It's Ninja Storm! Ranger Form! Although I do like how the original team goes like, Ninja Storm, Ranger Form? Like they couldn't figure out what it was. And then Dustin's just like, Ninja Storm! Ranger Form! I wanted to get the Thunder Morphos because the Hunter's my favorite Ranger. But alas, I couldn't really find it at a reasonable price with an actual it working. So, you know, I gotta give, and the whole tornado thing, peak. Now for the Thunder Rangers, same thing, the Wrist Mounter, they just go, Thunderstorm, Ranger Form, and then press the button. Plus, they're shaped like beetles. And they're the Beetle Rangers. They're actually shaped like the Morphos. Which also, can I just ask a quick question? Why is it called the Wind Ninja Academy when they also train Earth and Water? Because at least Thunder, you know, they're like the Thunder Rangers. I never understood that. Why not call it like the Elemental Nature? Well, the Elemental Nature Ninja Academy. Well, I guess that's a lot to say. But I'm just saying, like, you got one wind, earth, and water, which I'm surprised that I think Super Sentai, the Black Ninja Ranger was the fire one. He was like evil or something. Oh yeah, I was also in the middle of watching that, but I completely forgot about it. So why is the Red Ranger like wind or air? I would assume the Red Ranger would be fire or something. The little tangent side. Next we have the Samurai Morpher. Now I know it's a necklace that transforms into like a ball, but imagine having to carry this thing around, and you go to the sky and say, Samurai Storm, Ranger Form. Just because it's so clunky, but it is the boss who leads these guys. I'm giving it 3 stars. Next, we have one of the best Ranger team, the Dino Thunder Rangers team. Down Thunder! Power up! Ha! Now, I know in the show that the Dino Gems transform into the Morpher, but they're pretty easy to like hide, and they'll just wrist mount the device, which is why most of these are wrist mounted. I gotta give these 5 stars. And the whole thing with the tornado appears and then the dinosaur appears behind them. Peak. Plus it gives them superpowers. Next we got the power of... I always got these two confused. I think the black Dino Angel is invisibility and then the white one was like camouflage or something. Which I don't know why they made them so similar. But next we'll do the the Tommy Oliver, the most recent one. Down Thunder, power up, ha! Now, because it gives him superpowers, and it is the key like the Turbo, so he has some experience with this since he was the Red Turbo Angel originally. But it's still, I'm giving this 2 stars. Only because it gives him invisibility, and he's pretty used to it. Plus, it actually looks like a Stegosaurus. This just looks so bland. You can't even tell that's for the call. Like, you can't even tell that's like a call. So the Stegosaurus Morpher actually looks unique. Okay, my bad. My chat was not pulling up on my phone. So that's why. So hey, Wolf and Colt Dealer. Now, next we have a big ass, like the this is what really makes me annoyed. Why is the Drago Morpher, the white Drago Ranger, white? Yo, Wolf, I'm not on SPD Emergency yet. That's afterwards. I still got the White Ranger to do. Because it is different. You know, they have to say, White Ranger, Dino Power. But, what? He'll ask me this, Wolf. Why is this considered to be the 6th Ranger, but not, the Rhino Morpher, and they're both the 5th Ranger? Like, I don't understand that. But because it gives him camouflage and it's the same thing, it's just a bit bulkier, but I'm just gonna pay it 5 stars. It's cool with the tornado. Yeah, I don't know why my chat was not pulling up yet, but it looks better now. Next we have, I believe you said it was SPD Emergency. Yes, that is next. The Delta Morpher. Now this is one of the few ones that actually is used for their job. And as you can see, I got the SPD Morpher, the Shadow Morpher, and the Cat Morpher, which we will be all talking about. Now this also acts as a badge, and you literally just say SPD Emergency. You literally just hold it up and say SPD Emergency. And it is used by the green Power Ranger Morpher. Wait, why did I say green Power Ranger Morpher? I don't know what I think I was thinking about something. Oh yeah, I was reading the chat and you said green Samurai Power. But the SPD Morpher, Space Patrol Delta, it actually says change phone judge. Wow, this thing works. Dude, this thing's like one of the best Morphers. It's the badge for the job that decides whether they'll go to bad, and it's like an AI, so it can tell they committed a crime. You can use it to call people, and you just simply press the button and say SPD Emergency. So I'm going to kind of group them all together because they're all basically the same, but they all look different. But can I just say that I know in the SPD, in the Super Sentai SPD Deca Ranger, they did have... Oh, I've got the Nova one and the Sam one here. The SPD, she was a swan and not a cat, which I don't really understand why. Why do they really need to change it? But despite being one time, I'm gonna probably give the cat Morphle full, just because it was a one-time thing. Sorry, cat. Cat Minx was pretty cool, but it was only a one-time use. So I can't give it 5 stars because the Shadow Morpher and the SPD Morphers were unlimited. And I almost forgot to do the Omega Morpher, which, can't I just say that? That's what I'm saying. She should have been a full Ranger, but because she wasn't, I guess it's because she was at it was here. I guess because she was considered a Justin. I'm just doing some morphing tier list. That's what I'm saying. But according to this, I guess he does count because the Omega Morpher was used for battle only. So I'm gonna probably give the Nova Morpher and the Cat Morpher pretty low on the list. Yeah, it was a one-time purchase, but I guess it was only one time in the show too. So the Cat Morpher is going full, but I don't even know why the Nova Morpher is on here. I just literally, like 2 days ago, I was just literally going on the list and just dragging it over to the tier list. Yeah, they don't use it to morph. It's the same problem with the Aquatar Ranger coins. It's that they don't use it, but I believe it was possibly because the producers were too cheap to hire a 6th Ranger. So that's why he was just a ball of light. I mean, the audacity of Power Rangers. Like, imagine if they had the 2017 budget for this show. Like, Lost cost so much money to do. Like, they make billions of dollars. Why couldn't they have a budget like Lost or something? But no, they had to be cheap and not hire a 6th Ranger except for the last 5 seconds of the show, when he just simply appeared right before Nova took him home. What's after SPD? Was like the Mystic Morphle. Now, this one's really just Magical Source, Mystic Force, and then you press the button. Now for the Mystic, I'm gonna take this off for now. I'm actually not currently working at a coat dealer. I'm still waiting on word from the recruiter. There is apparently a Nova Ranger Morpher. Yeah, right here. I guess it was used for like I guess she had it on her wrist right when she took him back to the thing. Yeah, but as you can see, why does this look like a video game graphic? Well, did you take that from a video game or something? But the Mystic Force Morphle, yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about the Nova and the Omega is that they didn't actually use them. Despite SPD having like the most amount of Rangers at like, they had 10, they had the 2 A squad and B squad, they had the Nova and the Omega 12, they had Shadow and the Cat Ranger. They had like 14 Rangers. But the Mystic Force can do magic, it's a phone, it was originally a wand. But, I mean, it's simply like the Graphone, so I'm putting this in 5 stars. I gotta scroll up here. Same with the, who's opening that? Lee in bold. I'm giving this 5 stars. Why is this thing so big? Why is this like the biggest picture on the list? It looks so calm down here. But now we have, what is it? We have the snow staff. The only one that's not a phone. But because it's a staff, and she actually uses it, unlike the Zeo Ranger, who just becomes balls of light, I'm gonna have to give it a 2 out of 5 stars. Actually, you know what? We'll bump it up to 3. Just because, imagine walking around town with this big staff. It does do magic, and she is the snow one. Too bad she lost it for the majority of the episode. Now, I'm surprised. I think Mystic Force, I don't know why, but they didn't do a crossover with SPD. That's the funny part. Like, a lot of these didn't do crossovers with each other afterwards. And next we have what many to be considered one of the worst seasons of the Power Rangers, Operation Overdrive. But, Cat, hear me out now. This Morpher was pretty cool. Yes, Cat. Now, Operation Overdrive was a pretty cool, like, especially when you really just go, Overdrive, accelerate. And the amount of tricks that, like, I just know this from Colin the Waffles video. Like, they were doing it off, like, the arms, off of swords. That was, like, the one redeeming quality of Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. Yeah, I mean, most people do not like the characters. Apparently, like, they say they're very bland. And the one reason that people know about this show, well, this season, is because of the Retro Rangers. But then again, that crossover was kind of lame because it was really just mainly the Power Rangers, the Retro Rangers. They hardly interacted with the Overdrive Rangers. Like, Colin the Waffle made a good point that they still had their civilian powers, so why didn't they look for the jewels and have the Power Rangers help defend them and battle the bad guys? Like, imagine doing, like, crossovers where you have, like, the Operation Overdrive Rangers teaming up with, like, Adam or Toei, and they go on a mission. Again, this is a big MO4. But honestly, can I just say that the Overdrive, I don't know why, but why exactly, if they were man-made, why did he make a whole nether Morpher for the Mercury Rangers? Like, why not just give them a phone as well? Now, this is really just a wristwatch. First you have to open it, and then you have to say, Overdrive, accelerate, and then you just press it. You're giving him extra steps to do. Why are you making his job so hard? So, because of that, I mean, that's literally like it. You just have to open it. What is up with these extra step Morphers? Can't you just make it easy for them? I'm giving it 1 star for Mercury. And next we have Operation Overdrive, which actually is funny that it has 3 separate Morphers for one team. Unlike the Ninja Storm, which is 3 separate groups together, you know, you got the Thunder, the Wind, and the Samurai Rangers. They all have the same call. They'll literally just get in gear, and then they put in the chip. So we'll start with the, what was that called again? The Cell Shift Morpher, which works for red, which works for series operation way to red, blue, and yellow. Now, it is an extra step because they have to carry the key card around their neck, and then they have to pull it out, they have to open it, and then they have to put it in, and then they have to close it, and then they have to say, get in gear, and then they have to press the button. Oh, and they have to carry it with them, too. I'm giving this, I'm sorry, but 1 star. Now, imagine if the villains didn't wait around for them to get in gear. Imagine if they just actually started attacking them while they were trying to get into a morph. Do you know how annoying and terrible that'll be? Imagine having to go like, yo, time out. Let me get in gear really quick. And next we have open those on full for now so they don't fall. Next we have what are the Rangers set in? I didn't put the evil morphers in there just because they're kind of like the same, and they don't really consider Power Rangers. Dude, did you put them in the cool team too? Oh, they're right here, the Rev Morpher. I'm actually gonna do the Rev Morphers first, but like the Gem and Gemma, it's like one of those police scanners. Now this, I'm gonna give the Rev Morphers probably like a little bit better because it is wrist mounted, so it is easy to carry. But you still have to open it and put in the code. But it's a lot easier to do the key because it's one side has like the color and everything on it. So, I mean, I'm giving the Rev Morpher 2. Next we have the Gem and Gemma Morphers, which are like the aerial Morphers. Which, yeah, the Sky Morpher is a big gun thingy. Does it actually say the buttons do anything on you? Wait, it wasn't even named. It was only in the toy is when it was named. Okay, so the toy named it. So, boy, they ain't cat like 1 star because imagine walking around with this Morpher at all times. And you still have to open it, and then you have to put it in, and then you have to point and say, RPM, get in gear. Wait. Oh my. I skipped the Jungle Fury Morphers. Cat, you can please skip the Jungle Fury. So we gotta go back to doing the solo, the Wolf, and the Rhino Morpher. Wolf, Rhino, and here we go. Next we have the solo Morphers, and for some strange reason, well, yeah, Jungle Fury is boring, but we gotta at least talk about it. Which is weird that in the original Super Sentai, let me see if I can pull up the counterparts to it. In the Super Sentai version, they had gloves on. They had, let me see if I can go here. They had these big ass gloves that they used where they say, Jungle, basically just be like this, Jungle Fury, Spirit Unleashed, or whatever. Yo, what is the name of these morphos? But I don't know why they changed them to sunglasses. Like, they don't even wear them. They literally just pull them out of their pocket, put them on, and say, Jungle Fury, Spirit Unleashed. I don't know why they need to change the morpho. I mean, the sunglasses, why can't you just wear them on your face? No one's gonna suspect anything. They blend in with the suit. And now we have the Wolf Morpher. Now, here's the question. If RJ created the red, blue, and yellow Morphers, did they actually say, did his friend also create the purple and white Morphers? Even though he was only expecting to train the Jungle Fury Rangers? And this one, you literally just press it, and it's a bell. That's literally it. But RJ is cool, and he is the first Violet Ranger, and it is wrist mounted. and you just open it and go, Jungle Fury, Spirit Unleash. And then you press the button. So I will be giving it 2 stars, but next we have the Wino Morpher. Why is this thing so big? Why couldn't you just have the bracelet be it? But because this is considered the Morpher, and I am doing it well, imagine walking around with this big Morpher on your hand. Why is the thing so big? Why did you give him a bracelet with teleporting technology? And why is that the only one of the 5 Morphers that have teleportation technology on them? I gotta give this 1 stars. What team do we got next? What team are we looking at? The Samurais, though. Now, let's talk about the Samurais. It's really just, go Samurai! Now, here's the funny part. I've always wondered, Kat, what happens if you mess up the kanji you're drawing? Like what happens? Like, that would be just so funny if they do the kanji and they mess it up, and then they have to restart the kanji, or like blows up in their face. Do you know how funny that would be? But, like, aside from that, I mean, what's with all the buttons on the kanji if you literally just open it, turn it into a brush, and then just paint the kanji? Like, I never understood that. But it is a nice handheld Morpher, but, like, imagine drawing kanji and then messing. It's like a key. Imagine you doing if you're morphing with like the key or the kanji, and then you mess up and like, whoa, shoot, hang on, give me like 5 minutes while I finish my morphing sequence. I did not realize there's so many Morphers left on this list. But Samurai, I honestly don't really remember Samurai. Wait, what? Like, I just remember that I didn't really care for it. I'm not sure if they changed it, but one time on Netflix, I went to go watch Power Rangers Samurai, and they put the entire episodes in order. So the last episode was the first episode, and the first episode was the last episode. It was really weird watching that. And apparently, G is like the worst mentor in the series. They're called Mugos? I thought they were called Nylok. Oh, they're the foot soldiers of the Nylok. Why not just call them Nylok soldiers then? Why would you call them Mugos? When they live in Minecraft? Which is just really funny. Like, if this is in the Netherworld, is Minecraft and Power Rangers take place in the same universe? Because Minecraft also has the Nether. And if you think about it, that looks awfully a lot like Nether. Just that, wait, if they live in the Nether, why do they have water? I never understood that. Like, then again, I don't really remember watching that show. I just like the Gold Ranger Antonio. And can we just talk about the theme song really quick? I completely forgot about the theme song. This theme song sucks. It's literally just go Power Rangers. Jaden, Antonio. They just call out their names. That's so, like, annoying. It's not catchy to listen to. It's annoying. Unlike all the other Power Rangers intros that were somewhat decent and we listenable, like Ninja Storm. I'm giving these 1 star just because, well, you gotta stand there, you gotta draw the kanji, you gotta carry the morph, you gotta open it, you gotta turn it to brush mode, or press a button on it. just so many extra steps to do. And then Samwise, we have the egotistic himself, Gosei. Now let me ask you a quick question. Why the heck is his Morpher just literally a big face? And imagine having to walk around with all the separate trading cards. Like, I really hate it. Like, why do they have to carry the Morpher around and then the cards just like magically appear in their hand? Like, why doesn't the Morpher appear in their hand magically as well? Why do they have to carry one around and then just have the cards appear? And this is recalled by many to actually be one of the worst. It's either Mega Force, and when I say Mega Force, I put a Super Mega Force as well. I'm not doing that separate seasons crap. I don't know why they couldn't just call it Mega Force Season 2. Why they have to call it Super Mega Force or Operation Overdrive. And I do not know why Robo Knight is the 6th Ranger. He doesn't morph. He just uses it to summon weapons. So, Gosei, I mean, I don't know why, but this just is like kind of unpleasant to look at. Because you gotta grab it, you gotta pull it down, then you gotta get a card, then you gotta pick the card, and then you gotta say, go Mega Force. So many steps to do it. And then I'm giving the Robo Knight 1 star. Do not even question me on that. Robo Knight is so bad. What is the Robo Knight Morpher? And then he just disappears for like all of season 2. Yo, what's the list of Rangers at? This usually tells me what range. You know, so we'll just do this. Here we go. Now, do not even ask me why he is the 6th Ranger when he's not a Power. He like doesn't morph. He has a Zord and a Mecha Zord, and that's about it. So I'm just giving his thing 1 star. And next we have the Legendary Morpher. The one downside about doing 2 separate seasons. I don't know why. Like, at least with Mighty Morphin, they only adapted one part of it. This thing just changed up the whole freaking season. Like, seriously. What is the whole purpose of that? Like, I get it's the anniversary season, but, like, come on now. Like, and they give him power-ups for no apparent reason whatsoever. And this isn't even really a new power, it's just literally a new mode. It's literally just Super Mega Mode. Then you insert the key and tone it. It's like, looks like, why is there so many extra steps? And why is, like, they can still activate them. I want to say, I don't know if they can, oh yeah, I think they can switch between the phones, but they mainly do Super Mega Mode. At least in Power Rangers Zero, they lost the ability to do the Mighty Morphin for a while. But, you know, and then imagine having to carry all those keys around too. I know it's got that slot that you can activate the keys, but other than that, kind of lame. Same with the 6th Morpher. This one's just slowly extra steps. Wait, hang on. Let me pull up the 6th Morpher real quick. Like, yeah, here we go. It's literally just called the Robo Morpher. Is that seriously what it's called? Yeah, that's literally it. You just insert a code and then that's like it. Yeah, like, why is Robo Knight on here? Yeah, and then you just insert it. Like, look at that. You got Wobble Knight, Orion, the White Tiger Ranger, the Mocha Ranger, the Green Dragon Ranger, the In Space Ranger, the Gold Zeo Ranger, the Silver and Gold RPM Operator Rangers. You got the Gold Samurai Ranger, the Green Samurai Ranger, the White Dino Thunder Ranger, which I still don't know why he's on here, not Dominic, the White Rhino Jungle Fear Ranger. Then you got I forgot to do Mystic Force. I forgot about him. Then you got the Lunar Ranger, the Quantum Ranger, and the Omega Ranger. I can't believe I forgot about the Gold Mystic Force Ranger. I'm sorry, but this is it's just a punch card. Is this seriously that good? Like, you just literally grab it, you grab the card out, you punch it, and then you throw it, and then it basically becomes your suit. And I wonder, does the card, like, heal itself after you punch it? Or does he get, like, a brand new card every time? But, I mean, you gotta carry the whole puncher, and you gotta carry the card. Like, and why is there a train themed with magic? I'm just gonna throw this on you. Yo, what's up next? We got Dino Charger Rangers. Yes, Dino Charge. Now these are big ass guns. Now I'm sorry, we cannot take these through an airport security. You have to literally like strap them to your waist or leg or something. And then you have to run around with them. I don't know about you, but it's like it's a great blaster. Ooh, I wonder if I'm gonna suspended because I said the G word. You know, you can't say G-U-N or something like that. I don't know. YouTube has so many words I kind of lost track. But with the blaster, you have to grab the key, you have to insert the key, you have to press it up, you have to put in the key, and then you have to close it, and then you gotta say, unleash the power, and then you shoot up, and then you basically change into the Dino Show. Now, as much as I love Dino Charge, I gotta give this one and the Xeno Wing. I don't know why he has a separate Morpher. I'm giving them 1 star. They're just not easy to hide or like blend in with everyday life. Even the Terror Charger, you have to have it, that big thing on your wrist. You gotta press it up. You gotta insert it. Then you gotta pull it back. And then like there's just so much steps. And then we have the big boomerang. Now, this team technically has the second most with 11, even though he was never in Dino Charge as the Dark Ranger. He was only in like Cosmic Fury, but I can't just say that Blue is like the only one that has Cyan or Aqua as they call it, regular blue, and then Dark Blue. It's the only one that has like multiple shades, like all 3 shades of blue. Well, I guess this is technically Navy, but they call him the Dark Ranger. Now, what is your Morpher? Oh, is he not going to show it? Yeah, unleash the power. You literally just hold up the boomerang, and then you basically become a Power Ranger. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna walk around with a boomerang. As much as I like boomerangs, I mean, it's just like not like casual. And why is it so big? You can't even put that. You can probably hardly put that into a backpack. Next, we have the Hyper Force Morpher, which is for the RPG tabletop game. It's literally just a Wish version of the Gosei Morpher. You have the card, you insert, and then you say, go, go, Hyper Force! Or something like that. What exactly do you say? Well, this actually came after Ninja Steel. Hyper Force Red! Yes. And then you say, ready, power up! is kind of lame. And why is it so bulky? One stall. Like, and there's just this big hole in it for some reason. Like, why is this big hole here? And next, what the big problem is with Power Rangers is the teleportation technology of the Morpher. Like, in the show, they don't have to run around with the Morpher on, like, down charge. Well, Ninja Steel, you literally just hold up your Ninja Star, and then it literally just appears in your hand. Then you lock in the Ninja Star, and you say, Ninja Spin! And that's it. You don't even, like, spin the star and thing. You just move your hand and say Ninja Spin. And, hang on, let's see if I can, pull it up. I want to see if I can show you guys the Morpher, the Shingengo, here we go, Ninja. See if if it actually has it. Hang on, I want to see if they have the Morpher. No, show me the Ninja Morpher. It's gonna be funny. Oh yeah, so the card changes. Okay, that's what they're called. Oh, I completely forgot. This also changed. In the here we go. In the original Ninja, from what I understand, is that the Morphers. Oh yeah, these were the Geki changers that replaced the Solo Morphers. See these buttons? You just basically press your fingers on them, the silver part, and then they become the Morpher. That's right. I was on the wrong thing. In the Ninja, you had the whole sword that they used. You just put your sword, your Ninja Star in it, and then basically becomes the Ninja Spin. And then this one is very American. He has a cheeseburger, which you do see him using originally as like a cell phone, but he doesn't actually use that for the Morpher. But because they took away the cheeseburger Morpher, and because it's so bulky and lame, I'm giving these 1 stars. Bring back the cheese Morpher. Wow, we're almost done. We're on to like the Beast Morphers. The Beast X Morpher. Don't you really just say link to morphing good? Like, activate Beast Power. Now you have to carry like this like stick thingy with you. You have to basically install it into the thing and say activate Beast Power. Then it pops up the suit activates, and then the goggles fly into your face. Now, simply because I like the way that the goggles fly into your face, I'm giving it 2 stars. But accessories kind of bring it down. And then we have the 6th Morpher, which is really just a gun. Don't ask me why they have a gun. I mean, it's not practical to carry. 1 star. Actually, this is a bit lighter, but you can't take this on an airplane, probably. So we'll bump it up to 2 stars. And finally, we have Dino Fury. Now, for some strange reason, these have keys as well. Don't ask me why. Like, first, you have to activate the key. Then you have to lock it on. Then you have to move it up. Like, basically, run in a circle and say, link the morphing grid. Yeah, it's like so unoriginal. Like, look, you got Down Thunder, Power, Transverse Wax. unleash the power. And then you just have Link to Morphing Grid. It has nothing to do with dinosaurs at all. I'm giving this thing 1 star. So lame and boring. Same with the Plesiomorpho Morpher. I'm giving this 1 star as well. And finally, we have the Cosmic Morpher. And I'm gonna be honest, I heard that they were doing Cosmic Morpher and that they were adapting 12 Ranger team. And then I saw the announcement like, oh, we're not doing 12 Rangers because it's too hard to do that. And then I just got so mad I watched the entire Key Ranger and oh my god, that show was so good. Compared to this lame 10 episode show. And like these are the QU changers. The wheels changer, the colorway changer. Yo, what's the dino? Oh yeah, the Cesar Blasto. And then you have these Kitamu orbs, which were so like cool. I don't know if I have a picture of them. Yeah, and then look how cool they looked. Look at them. They were so shiny, like I want to get these. I like it that much. And then we got this lame thing. You hold it onto your wrist, then you have to have an orb, you put the orb in, then you close it, and then you say, I don't know what you say. Oh, you just say Link to Morphing Grid. So I guess they took the idea of the cosmic these orbs. But still, I'm giving the cosmic, just because I also despise this season, for the series as a whole, especially since this was the final season. 1 star. Wow, I do not like most of these morphers apparently. So I think I'm just gonna wrap it up really quick. Who knows? Give me more ideas for tier lists that you might want to see, but I probably have to watch the stuff first because I don't like doing the don't know tiers. But yeah, we got the OG, the Master Morpher. I'm just gonna save this picture and post it on to Twitter. But yeah, that is. Wow, it was only live streamed for 1 hour. I was gonna stream something else, but I might stream some more tomorrow. Probably Pokeworld. I really want to stream that. So that's gonna do it for this stream. Peace.